quarter-inch drive sockets are a set of gray pneumatics, and they're impact rated.
I have gray universal quarter-inch drive.
I got snap-on chromies too, but I still use my gray pneumatic impact sockets most of the time.
Same here. I don't know my the set that's in my box now, in my big box now. I don't think the snap-ons are in there for the chromes, but I know as far as the impact wobbles, those are gray pneumatics, and I believe there's a set of Blackhawks in there. And my straight sockets are all Sunex. Quarter-inch impact sockets.
It's actually kind of funny. The only impact sockets that I actually own and use and have ever owned and used my whole entire life and career, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, and 1 inch. Never used 3/8 chrome, 3/8 impact or 1/4 impact. Never had a use for it. A chrome should be strong enough to hold up to that.
Well, it wasn't just that. It was we were working with larger fasteners back in the day. Everything was bigger. You know, things started getting smaller and smaller and smaller in the 80s.
Thank you. No, that's the thing. I've never actually shattered or broken any chrome 3/8 or 1/4 inch socket on any of my guns ever. It's only the 1/2 inches that I break.
You ever broke a 3/8 drive chrome? Come on, get the fuck out of here.
Actually, no, I haven't.
Then you haven't used
I have not had
impacts. You haven't used it on impacts that I have, because you give me any brand chrome socket, I will break the fucker.
That's because I don't use stupid power when stupid power is not needed.
You said you broke them on any impact.
You
just said you're not going to break them on any impact.
Well, any impact that I use, I put them on my M12.
I'll break them with the CT 861.
I put them on my N12. Never broken one. My old Proto, never broke it on the old Proto.
Probably not.
You must not use them much.
Well, that's the thing. Most 3/8 bolts are not torqued over 60 foot-pound torque.
What do you mean most 3/8 bolts?
Most bolts that you would most commonly use a 3/8 socket and 3/8 ratchet for are not torqued over 60 foot-pound of torque.
False.
Yeah, you'd be 7/16 and up, or
I'd say false.
And then on that, I just switch over to my 1/2 inch. If it's anything bigger than a 17 mil and it's torqued down, I just use my 1/2 inch.
You know how rarely I use my 1/2 inch wrench? My 1/2 inch ratchet hardly ever comes out of my box.
Well, nowadays I don't think I haven't touched my 1/2 inch in a long time. Everything's 3/8 and 1/4.
I use my 3/8 most of the time. 3/8 and 1/4.
Yep.
I have extra long 3/8 handles. I don't get out the 1/2 inch stuff unless I need to, but my 3/8 goes all the way up to 1 inch or 24 millimeter.
What's up, Supra?
Like nowadays with how everything's built, you don't how everything's torqued down. 3/8 is about all any technician really needs to own. Maybe a set of 1/2 inch from like 19 up.
Well, I mean, you're going to use 1/2 inch when you're doing wheels.
Yeah. Well,
you're going to grab the impact.
I use 1/4 inch on that. I use my 1/4 inch snap-on to torque it.
But you really don't need to buy a whole master set of 1/2 inch sockets anymore. You don't need to buy a full master set anymore. Like 19 to 2 inch. There you go. Perfect.
Even when I'm breaking caliper bracket bolts loose on those GMs with the freaking nasty yellow freaking Loctite on them, I still use the 3/8.
Yep. I did that Honda crank bolt with my stubby that one stream. My little M12.
Well, you can jam it up against something and twist the key, and you'll break it loose.
No, for some reason I got the mutant of the M12s. I don't know what it is. After I spilt it in the marvelous mystery oil, it works better.
What is it?
It's just the M12, that little M12 3/8. But for some reason, everyone keeps complaining about it not having enough power. But mine has enough power to break off the infamous Honda crank bolt.
Oh, you're talking about the old M12 fuel 3/8 impact wrench?
Yeah. For some reason, mine freakishly just ended up getting strong. Just over the last year, for some reason, it's outputting more juice.
I don't know. I've had one since they came out, and there's not a damn thing wrong with it. With that gun, but I like the 861 better. The 861 is just my go-to. I don't know why. It's bigger. Maybe the rocker trigger, of course, and then the shape of the nose. I like the nose shape better.
Like 80% of everything that I work on nowadays, modern vehicles, that little underpowered brushed Snap-on 14.4 is more than enough power to do everything that I work on.
Yeah, that's a 761. I have the brushless version, the 861.
Yeah, and that's more than enough. And but the reason why I like it, it's got a smaller body and a longer snout, so it can actually go into tighter, actually has a little bit more reach for tighter spaces, and it's great for transmission work.
Right. I was going to buy a 761, and the dealer talked me out of it. He said,
the 761 is just a cunt hair smaller. It's a cunt hair smaller. That's why I bought it, because it was just that little bit smaller.
He said, just wait. The 861, you'll get a promo on it where it comes with batteries or something, and you'll end up getting a good enough deal. Or it won't make any sense to get the 761. I know Dave likes that gun.
With the 861?
The 761.
The 861,
I have a 761. I have an 861. I have two 861s. I used to 61s.
I sat there and hoed and hum. I was looking at them, and I had them side by side, and I went, you know what? I'm going to be using it for transmissions and engine disassembly, and that couple millimeters smaller. I preferred to go a little bit smaller, and that little, and I didn't really care about the power.
Well,
I bought it for a reason. I bought it for one specific reason. So
sometimes less is better too. Like I had for a long time, I put them in the race car trailer. But I had a set of Harbor Freight Hercules impact wrenches, brushed 1/4 inch and 3/8, just for zipping small fasteners as an in and out. And I didn't want something that would over torque. I wanted something super weak. And I really like that low torque 1/4 inch gun because it wouldn't gall up your fasteners or it wouldn't push your gaskets out.
Where'd Turner go? Loading was talking 7 foot-pounds and etc. That kind of a thing. That's low torque.
Oh my old 1970s volume.
What would your suggestion be on that question, Turner?
On what question? I was over getting the wrench. Repeat it.
On the screen.
Well, question for for the panel, low torque wrench suggestions for 7 foot point. And
I think he's talking about 7 foot-pound.
If it's not a fucking high risk item that you're torquing, I would just say do it by hand and snug.
Yeah, just like anything under 80 inch pound is really honestly just one oof beyond hand tight for the average.
Well, that's what I think what he's talking about is stuff that would be
But
you know,
for small stuff that you go down to Harbor Freight, buy the Pittsburgh quarter that little 1/4 inch torque wrench. That's all you need for something.
They're not bad.
That's all you need for that. Like, seriously.
Truthfully, they're not making those. It's just your generic Chinese inch-pound torque wrench. And I've had Harbor Freight.
Yeah, 12-inch pounds is 12-inch pounds is 1 foot-pound. So
yeah. Well, I've had Harbor Freight torque wrenches sit in a toolbox drawer for years, and you pull them out, and they're within 4% if you check them.
Yeah, like that, and that's more than good enough for 90% of anything you ever.
But if you leave them cranked up and put them away, they will die.
Yeah.
And then if sustained use, if you use them over and over again for a long time, they'll creep up and they'll actually start over torquing.
I wouldn't suggest this if you're working on like Boeing 757, jet.
No, they just use duct tape, Dave. They don't use wrenches, duct tape.
Oh man, I was working at the machine shop and I was still doing blocks. I was still working in the machine shop doing, bore and hone, deck, line bore, all that kind of stuff. Then I was helping out the assembler when we got real busy, and we were doing a magazine article for the guy that owned SCE gaskets. He got a Camaro, and they wanted a stroker like a 383 Chevy, and they wanted it built with the best available off-the-shelf parts you could buy. They wanted a combination that would make a whole bunch of horsepower that didn't need a lot of custom fitting and any custom order parts. So we ended up building him a 383 with Brodix heads and a bunch of neat stuff. And it made 475 horse and 475 torque. But the point is, I align honed this thing, and I got it dead nuts where I thought it would be after I measured the crank and everything, and I figured, okay, this is where I want the clearance to come out. This is where I'll size the mains. I know what size the crank is. I get the block washed. I got the cam bearings in it. I roll it into the engine room. I start to put it together, and the main bearing clearance is coming out huge, like 3.5 to 4. And I'm going, there's no way. This is not right. So I take it back over, to the block department, put it up on the align hone machine, torque everything down. I put the stick in there to measure it. It's fine. It's dead nuts. And then it dawned on me, there's a torque wrench that they have that the company supplied. There's one sitting there in the align hone machine, and you use that just to torque down torque plates on the deck when you're boring the block, or to torque down the caps when you're align boring or align honing. And that old shop wrench had lost its accuracy.
Yeah.
So when I was torquing those mains to 70 foot-pounds or 75 foot-pounds, it was actually torquing them to 90 to 95 pounds.
Jeez.
So what I did, I reground the caps. I took my torque wrench from the assembling room, from my toolbox, torqued the block up with my torque wrench, resized it, took it back in there, put it all back together to mock up, and then I had the correct clearance. I had 2.5 thousandths. But it was that cheap torque wrench. If you leave them cranked up and walk away, leave it for the weekend set for 120 pounds, the spring inside is going to stretch, and that's it. It's over.
Yeah, so earlier today, I had to put a pipe on a ratchet, and I didn't want to break my snap-on, so I cracked out the old 1970s Williams.
Nice.
And I tell you, this thing's had many a snipe on it. But the snap-on, I'm like, you know what? Dean's getting upset with me. I better not break it. But that's the thing, is I haven't broken a 3/8 snap-on yet. It's only the half-inch. Only the half-inch for some reason.
That shocks the hell out of me because
it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. They did every other snap-on. I haven't. Not a problem. Not a problem. Just that half-inch.
I've never had a problem with the half-inch. But again, I don't use it that much. I use it, but not much.
I actually have a.
I probably use it more than I say I use it. Is when I'm doing head gaskets and shit. I use it.
I have a 36 tooth Williams straight head 1/2 inch ratchet, and I usually grab that thing before I grab the snap-on because the snap-on's long.
Yeah.
The snap-on's like I don't know how long it is, but it's the locking flex.
I almost forgot how the old Williams gnarling felt on the hand.
Oh man, they worked. They worked good.
Beefy.
The round head rights were pretty stout too. They had that big old knurled chunk.
I've been stealing these from everybody's house. I'm doing my own poll. I now have 518 of these. Some say JD Vance.
I found a loophole how I can actually run from Canada for president of the United States.
I'm doing my own polling. I'm stealing them out of my neighborhood. Everybody puts one in their yard because it's against our neighborhood association bylaws. I'm stealing. So I have 518 of these, and I have 13 Harris ones.
You're not stealing. You're requisitioning.
I'm doing my own poll. Scientific project.
Taken in evidence. That's crazy. There's still people out here don't want to admit the truth.
What do you guys? We shouldn't get political here.
Yeah,
we're talking tools. We're talking tools. But what do y'all think about what Barack Obama fucking?
I don't know. I stopped watching U.S. news.
No, but he got some serious backlash on his little speech in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
What did he say?
Oh, he basically called out all the brothers and said, "Man, brothers, you're black. You gotta vote for her." He threw out the race card. He threw out the race card again. Everybody says, I've been saying it for years. He's the one that caused the separation or division in America. Oh, no. He brought us together. No. He started tearing the country apart. He also said Trump's great economy. He also said Trump's great economy was because of the economy he handed over to Donald Trump.
Lies.
And what happened in the last 2 years of Barack Obama's term? The economy started to fall on its ass.
Well, the economy was already on its ass. They just stopped giving us free money because they didn't have it.
I never got no free money. It must be nice to get free money. How do I get
it? Was it Trump stimulus money or was it Obama stimulus money? Who gave us the
stimulus? Trump did stimulus checks during COVID. I never got anything.
They started giving them out before that, though. There were bad economy stimulus checks. Nancy Pelosi would diddle your prostate and decide, how much you were going to get based on whatever factors.
As head of household, I'm over the income barrier of qualifying for any of the stimulus checks that were ever sent out. I never got a stimulus check of any type, shape or size.
Oh, that's fucked, Dave.
All I know is when I'm done working on a dirty old Chevy diesel and I come out blacker than midnight, I demand my reparations, okay?
They have reparations in Canada?
No, because we never had slavery.
I never needed a stimulus check.
We've got native reparations, but that's for land.
Would I take a stimulus check if somebody wanted to give me free money? I'll take free money.
Hell yeah.
But I never got one. I think head of household, it was like $90-some thousand. If you made more than that, the stimulus went down so much percent for every dollar you made over that certain marker. And
most of us only got $1,200 or something like that. But then they turned around and gave us another one. It ended up totaling like $2,000 or $2,200.
No, never saw it, never got it.
A lot of people got new TVs and a bunch of sneakers and stuff. All the big box stores did really well whenever.
I did really well when everybody got those checks.
Yeah.
People were fixing shit like it didn't matter.
Oh, hell yeah.
My car needs all this. $3,000? Fix it.
No, that's how you were getting the stimulus check. You were getting the stimulus check from them. It was just passed down, you know.
Yeah, and then tax time, you know, when everybody defrauds the government, all their fake dependents.
Look what I found, Frosty. Princess Auto has a whole bunch of these on clearance. The old USA made Huskies screwdrivers.
Oh, those are nice. Acetate handles.
Yeah, those are the USA made ones. They got a bunch of them on clearance.
Those are made by Pratt Reed.
Yep. They got the Torx, they got the Phillips and the flat.
How much is that set?
$20. $20 on clearance. They got a whole bunch of old US Husky stuff from somewhere. I don't know where, but they got a crap load of it.
That was good shit.
Yeah.
There was nothing wrong with it.
The only thing wrong with it is I don't use screwdrivers, so.
Yeah, but they're cool to have in the toolbox.
No, I still use a screwdriver on occasion.
Check shit. You got to remember, I'm not just an auto mechanic.
I'm also a member.
No, I also have investments in real estate. I own multiple homes that I rent. So I have a source of income besides my daily income that my job provides. I mean, if I really wanted to, it'd probably be tough right now. Still having my kids I take care of and pay for everything for. But I could probably retire if I wanted to.
Not me.
At age 50-ish. It's too early. I got to do another at least. I'm thinking 8 years.
Yeah, but no lapses in employment. If you decide to retire from that, you got to be working at something else the next day.
What's that?
I wouldn't want to lapse in work though. I mean, if I retired from doing what I'm doing now, I'd want to start doing something else like the very next day.
Well, I will never stop working. I will.
Right.
When I say retire, I will not answer to anybody.
Gotcha.
I mean, you know, some people say, "Oh, you're rich, you're a millionaire." I don't have $1 million.
You don't need $1 million.
On paper, I am a millionaire. On paper, I'm probably close to a multimillionaire. But I don't have $1 million. I have assets.
Yeah.
And I've been busting my ass doing this for 25 fucking years, building those assets up.
They're going to cash out my 401k from the old job.
Why?
Because I don't work there anymore.
Why cash it out? Why not roll it over to something else?
I guess I could, but there's only...
You can get penalized 10% by the government and taxed on it.
Yeah.
You can roll them over,
$1,000
into Roth IRAs. It all depends if you need the money or not.
Well, I mean, there's like less than $1,000 in there. I should take it.
Oh, that's some change. Yeah, take it. I thought you were talking about a lot more.
I'd barely started. Well, no, I'd been there for a while, but that benefit didn't kick in until, so many months. So yeah, that I haven't had it that long.
$1 million is more than enough to buy the Snicker bars I need, Juan.
$1 million worth of Snickers bars.
I think that's only 100,000 Snicker bars now.
Probably.
They're like $10 each now. Jesus, and they're only half the size of what they used to be.
My goal in the next, I don't know, I might fuck that goal up. I'd like, I bought another piece of property. There's nothing on it. I'd like to build the house that I want on it with the shop that I want on it. So I might, if the interest rates drop enough to please me, if I can get a good enough rate, I might refinance all the other properties I own and take that $500,000 and build what I want. In other words, the place I actually build and own, I'll have to throw a construction loan up on it, but I'll eventually just like instantly like pay it off. But then I'll be mortgage free on my new place. I won't sell this place I'm in. I will also rent this out. And I'll just use other people's money to continue to pay my bills and gain in wealth. But
I just think I found a tool that no one else owns.
What's that, Turner?
I'll show you. This thing's weird. Share screen. And this thing is weird looking. It's a T handle, okay? But look at the bottom. It's a little swivel head ratchet with another swivel on a big T handle.
Oh yeah, Harbor Freight has those.
Those things are weird looking.
Yeah, I never did quite figure out what that would be useful for.
Hey, but for $14, I'll buy it, throw it in the toolbox. Never know. It might come in handy. That is like a weird little bastard.
Like a bicycle tool or something.
Never know. Might come in handy one day. So I'll buy one for $14. I'll get one. That's hilarious. Add to cart.
Frosty's taking a nap on us?
No, Frosty's right here. Frosty's had a long goddamn day. But it's okay.
Weird.
It's not okay. It's never okay.
But he doesn't.
For every $5 you make, the secret of success here. You're married.
Usually he doesn't.
I'm not married anymore. I'm not married anymore. So success to financial freedom. For every $5 you make, you keep 4 of them and give 1 of them to your wife.
I got you.
See, now I'm able to make $5 and keep all my $5.
No, my wife did a good job of covering me when I'm not doing well.
I lost a shit ton of money when I got divorced.
I can imagine.
But I'm still not stupid. I still have brains. I want a new toolbox really bad, but I'm not going to buy a Snap-on Epic full retail price. They kiss my ass on that.
Oh,
I mean, that thing has to come with an engine if you want me to pay that for it.
yeah. Actually,
say if you throw a piece of shit Kia motor in it, give me an engine in it.
GM Crate 572.
that reminds me. Come on. Load up faster. No, it's because it's not plugged in. That's why. Need to plug it in. Plug it in for the high speed.
I gotta get my lunch ready in a few minutes, Turner.
Right there. Oh, before you go, you got to show this thing. I'm planning on going to pick it up. This thing's big.
No, but I fill this up with Snap-on beef jerky for lunch, with Snap-on cola, and Snap-on ham and cheese sandwiches. Only the best.
There you go.
Did you pay for that, or did you get it free, Dave? Do you also have the snow globe? Do you got the snow globe too, Dave?
Lake sent it to me. You hear me?
Yep.
So Lake sent it to me.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. That I forgot. Yeah, that's the one that you won. I forgot. That was like a year ago.
But in a little bit, I do have to go wash my Snap-on socks, my Snap-on underwear.
You got to show this beauty that I got here. We'll go pick it up on Monday. Isn't she pretty? Isn't that pretty?
No, it says Snap-on on it.
Look at the price tag.
You're gonna make a video with the fucking drawer bending and falling out of it.
No.
You're gonna leave it out in your fucking yard and show a video of it rusting up and Snap-on quality.
No, because I know it. I know this can hold up, because if the cheap old Husky can hold up, I know this can hold up.
What is it?
It's a Snap-on 72-inch classic, and it's the black and chrome, and only $6,000.
Oh, that's way too much.
This is Canada.
I get that. JWC get that for $230.
Yeah. No, that's nice, and that's the layout that I want. I need these long drawers. I don't like the little short drawers. I hate the one big long drawer and the little short drawers. I want all these long drawers. If I could get a toolbox that was 72 inches long, and it was just a big long drawer all the way across and didn't have these little ones on the side, I'd be in heaven. I hate these little drawers because they're useless to me. I hate little drawers.
Not a Master Series.
Oh, he says it's a classic. It looks like a Masters.
That's not a classic.
That looks like a Masters.
It looks like a Masters, but it's the same layout as the classic. I looked up the classic, and the classic looks the same. You just can't get this color anymore. It just you can only get
the classic with all those.
No, that's not a classic. Classics don't look like that.
But that's a nice looking box.
Well, my box has held up for over 25 years, so.
Well, that's the things. I know that this toolbox is higher quality than my Binford, and my Binford's 20 years old, and it's been on my trucks. So this better last. If this thing breaks on me, I'm going to lose my marbles. I will.
Before I retire, I'm going to set a fucking small car like a Chevy Sonic.
Yeah.
On top of my box that's loaded with tools, and see what happens to it. I bet it'll be fine.
Oh, probably.
I'm just gonna figure out how to get the Chevy Sonic off of it once I lay it on it. I shouldn't. No, if I do it on my above ground hoist, drop it, I can pick it right back up. If I don't change the arms.
Ooh.
I definitely need to get a new toolbox. I don't have room for shit no
more. Get it. Go get one of those Harbor Freight things. That'll be good enough for the rest of your life, Dave. What's left of it.
I don't know what's left of the rest of my life. I'm fucking medically speaking, I'm fine.
Actually, order a strike. Get yourself a strike or a Tecton. Those Tectons are nice.
No, I want a freaking Epic.
No, you don't. You'll spend $30,000 on an Epic, and then you'll go to retire, want to sell it. You only get $5,000 for it.
I don't sell shit. I don't sell tools and toolboxes, man.
Well, you'll turn 91, pass away. Your daughter will go to sell it and only get $400 for it.
Well, that's her fucking prerogative. I don't give a shit. I like it the time I own it. And by the way, what's up, Diabolical? Frosty crashed and burned.
Did he? Uh-oh.
He
was on his phone outside, so he's probably going inside or something.
The only reason I came online is he begged me to. So, not begged me, but he said, "Yeah, go online." So you got a lot of work lined up or no?
Enough to keep me busy. Enough to keep me busy and entertained.
No, I seriously, I've been talking to a bunch of contractors about the project I want to do. And I seriously think in the next year or two, I'm going to do it. I'm going to build a house ground up. I'm going to put a big ass garage / pole barn steel structure up. Outfit hoist. It'll be heated, everything. Do my own little pad. With neighbors nowhere close to me on either side. My youngest daughter graduates high school this year. And that's the only reason I've been staying here. Because I didn't want to move her. I figured I'd let her finish her high school years out. And after that, I'm going to do what I want to do.
Yeah.
And what I want to do isn't going to stop her from seeing her friends if she continues to live with me. I'm looking at building like 2,800 square foot ranch, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, full basement, and then 2-car garage on the house, and then the shop in the back. Like 30 by 40, or I don't need that big. 30 by 40 probably be good enough.
Yeah.
And that's where I'll die at, folks.
Well, you know what? Do you know what? Just skip all that. Build a bunker in the backyard. So that way, when you do pass away, they just have to bury the door. And it could be your own sarcophagus, and you can be buried like the Egyptians. Everything with you. Just take everything down in there with you. That's what I want to do. Is I want to build a giant pyramid, take everything I own, put it in the pyramid, crawl in there, pass away, and maybe 20 million years in the future, aliens will find it and go, "Oh wow, this must have been a great emperor."
Dude,
there's a bus in here.
If you guys really want me to, I'll grab my. I can't. I don't have that long of a cable. Say, I'll take you and show you my bunker. I got bunkered 650 foot under the ground. It's Chinese safe. I got food for 34 years down there. I'm joking. I don't really give a shit. Nuclear weapon comes this way. You know what I'm going to do?
Party.
Light a cigarette, drink a beer.
Oh, Lord.
Talk about cars, John. How's the vehicle you've been working on going?
Ooh. I can get myself a brand new GMC water pump socket for $2. An OEM one too. I gotta get down to British Auto. I gotta buy myself some discount clearance stuff.
What are you talking about? GM water pump?
No, that's that stupid water pump socket that had the little thin fins on it.
Well, you talking about the fucking North Star fucking motor?
Yeah, that's
the Cadillac North Star motor.
Yeah, it had that stupid little socket that you needed.
It wasn't stupid little. It was good size.
Yeah, it was a big size, but it's like why couldn't you have just like left things simple how it was?
It was just Cadillac, man.
Yeah.
Why would you even buy that?
Yeah, never know when I'm gonna run into one, and I could use a new one. My old one's a little rusty, so
I haven't touched one.
It's only $2.
I can't remember the last time I touched one of those cars, but I live in Michigan. Those cars are off the road here now. The body's rotted out, the frame's rotted out, the rear axle's rotted out. The rear subframes is the biggest reason. Yeah, that's for a North Star water pump.
Yeah, $2. I can get I can get a nice shiny new one with no rust.
Well, you'll make it rust. You leave it outside.
I don't leave my tools outside. My toolboxes are outside, but that's because they're mounted on a truck. For now, they're all going to come off the truck this weekend.
You want me? One of my dogs is barking.
Oh yeah, that Ute was an easy one. That Ute just needed an O2 sensor and an exhaust. The Ute just needed an exhaust. That's all it needed. An O2 sensor and an exhaust. It was a nice, easy job, but it was actually kind of cool working on one. That's the first time I ever got to work on an Australian Ute by Holden. Those old Holden Utes are dang friggin' cool. Interesting looking vehicle too. I liked it. I'd buy one. I would buy one. Yeah.
The back end of it looked like a kangaroo's ass.
Little pickup truck that looked like a cross between a sports car and a pickup truck. It was actually pretty slick looking. Back when GM owned Holden, and they were thinking of bringing that exact same thing over under the Oldsmobile name, but it never went through. They even had a big big promotion thing that they were all planning in that, and nothing came of it. And it never came here. Instead, they came out with the SS a couple of years later.
I still think I'm gonna buy me another truck.
Get yourself a Chevy. Become a Chevy man.
I want a fucking 3/4 ton diesel.
Get a Duramax.
I'm debating between a Ford and a Chevy.
Get the Dirty Max. Way better. Get the Dirty Max.
Everybody tells me go for the 6.7 Ford.
Nope. Go for the Dirty Max. I rarely ever see those Dirty Maxes come in for repair. The Fords, 6.7s, see them every single day. Every single day. So many little issues, and there's a lot of upgrades that you got to do.
I gotta stop pushing my little half tons, man. I mean, I'm overdoing it too much to them.
Well, you got the EcoBoost, don't you?
No, I have a freaking 2018 Chevy Silverado with a 5.
Oh, you got yeah.
With this what they call active fuel management system.
Yeah,
and I have a 2015 or is it 16? I'm selling that.
For some reason, I thought you had a Ford.
That's a GMC Denali with a 6.2 liter in it, but I'm gonna sell that. So I never use it. Something about that truck, I don't know. It's got great power, but the truck, something about it, I don't know. I don't like it. The 18's nuts.
Small brakes, small light on the leaf springs.
What's that?
They've got small brakes and they're light on the leaf springs. Not like the good old days when Chevy had heavy half tons that dominated the world. No, but if you go with the diesel, go for the Duramax. A lot less issues, a lot less maintenance. Like the Fords, just so many issues, and they're expensive issues.
Expense is all relative to income.
Well, it's the kind of truck that can bankrupt a person that has money.
I never said I had money. Dude, I'm so broke I can't pay attention.
No, you know what, Dave? You want to know the truth? Go out. Don't buy a brand new one. Buy an old classic Chevy.
Dude, I'm not going
air body and build it. Just build a truck.
Crazy shit like I will do frame swap and I'm gonna rebuild.
Build the truck. Build the truck.
I've been working on cars my whole life. I'm buying something fucking nice.
Build your own truck. Build something beautiful that will last an eternity.
I'm too old and too lazy to do such.
Yep, I hear you.
No. 10 years ago, I would have done it. No, I don't give a shit. I don't know what happened to me, but I got lazy, man. I do work a lot, so I can't say I'm lazy. I work a lot. But I mean, it's a lot. What I do is a lot. Between my job, real estate investments, even though I do have help with that. I'll be honest, I probably work 14 to 16 hours a day.
That's too much. Too much. That's too much.
Well, anybody watch what the hell was the name of the show with Tim Allen?
Tool Time?
Yeah, Tool Time. I'll beat his lawnmower. I will beat his lawnmower. I'll kick that lawnmower's ass. He only put a small block in his lawnmower. Yeah, that probably cost me $500,000. I just told you I don't want to spend my $500,000 on a new home. Don't use other people's money to pay for it. I got a guy I'm working with. He's finally catching on to my financial tactics. And he's like, well, you're telling me it's working. He actually bought a home. He's renting it out. He's done renovations on it, but he's renting it out. And I said, it'll even be easier if interest rates drop and you can refinance it and you can take equity out of it, put it in your own pocket, blah, blah, blah. They're paying the bill. And the house is still gaining in equity. I said, do you move on to the next one, the next one, the next one, the next one?
Oh. Yeah. I've been pondering picking up a set of these and giving them a try. See, the shop's got a set, and they're actually pretty nice. They're extremely thin wall, like really thin wall, but they're pretty heavy duty and they're hard hitting. And they're not cheap to buy though, but they're pretty well built. These gray pneumatics. They're the dual drive or whatever they call them.
I have gray pneumatic stuff.
Yeah,
I can't complain about most.
Yeah, they're called the duo sockets. They're a thin wall that's supposed to replace the impact and your chromes. That's what they are. They're supposed to replace your chrome sockets and your impact sockets, so you just have one. They're thin wall and they're impact rated. So, yeah, thinking of grabbing a set, give them a try. I don't know about the ratchet. The ratchet kind of looks kind of janky, but the sockets look pretty good. But they're so friggin' thin wall. The shop's got a small set of these things. They're thin wall, like wow, really nice looking, solid. They've been using them on their half-inch. They've been using the half-inch set that are thin wall on their on the one kid's got the big nasty snap on. The other kids have got the new Milwaukee, and they're taking the beating. Like they're literally taking the beating.
So. You're taking a beating. What?
You're talking about your wife.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, there's a face I haven't seen in a long time. Jesus, how you been doing?
I've been all
right. Good.
I don't know exactly what Diabolical's talking about here. It's not even a paint job now. I'm certainly sure he's talking about dollars and cents. I'm sure he's talking about dollars and cents, but yeah, a couple $1,000 doesn't do you shit anymore.
Nope.
You're restoring a car, 20 grand's a fucking joke. 30 grand, is even a bigger joke.
So, did you ever get yourself a house, Raging?
Yep.
Good. Was it the one that you were looking at last year?
No.
No. No. Did you get a decent shop at least?
Car garage.
Better than nothing.
Well, it's got a covered patio on the back of it. So
No, nice.
I'm gonna talk to a landlord, see if she either has a small little shed or something, or if we can go rent to own one, put it back there.
I hear you, John. There's no doubt about that. Everything's freaking expensive. Did you read that, John?
No. Actually, last week I went down to get just a can of color match for a truck, and that little can of color match was $63. $63 for a little itty bitty can to do one door, just to do two quick passes and then clear coat it, and that was $60 for that little can. That was sickening, sickening. Like the average professional paint job on a vehicle right now is what would you say, Diabolical? Up here, it's about 15 grand for a paint job now.
But it matters who you want. The doors, inside doors painted, the whole 9 yards. I mean,
I'm talking an actual professional job, a real good professional job.
What kind of paint? You want a tri-coat? It matters what you're putting on it.
Yeah.
Just some basic.
Well, anything I've ever seen John do, that's diabolical, by the way. He doesn't cut any corners.
Yeah.
So he doesn't cut anything.
Up here, we're pretty much stuck to waterborne now. Like almost all the paint stores up here, that's all they're selling is this waterborne. I don't mind working with waterborne, but I don't like working with waterborne, and that's the thing.
I'm the same way though. I don't fucking cheap out on anything.
Yeah.
Every time I try to cheap out, my experience over the years, it fucks me. It fucks me when I try to cheap out.
But I do know one thing that's more expensive than paint right now. Upholstery, auto upholstery is insane.
I couldn't believe how much this little old lady, she's like, "Oh, you're for hire?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, but I ran out of condoms. Let me go get some more condoms. So I went to the store and got more condoms. They cost me $26.99. I come out and I said, "Okay, we're ready to go. Where do you want to go? You want to go to a hotel? You want to do in the car? You know that's my side business, right there."
Yeah.
I'm a gigolo. That's what you always accuse me of. And she goes, "I'll give you $30." I said, "Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Go home and wipe the cobwebs off your ass yourself. I'm not doing it for you."
Hey, Diabolical, when was the last time you had to get any seats out of a car reupholstered? God, I've been getting some crazy ass prices up here for just vinyl, redoing old Chevy seats with vinyl. Friggin' like $3,000 for the set vinyl, and not even a good job either. Just a slap it on job.
How much?
$3,000 for a slap it on, just make it work vinyl job.
One seat
for the bench. It's a full bench. It's the what do they call it? The 40-60 split bench.
You're getting ripped the fuck off for $3,000.
That's the cheapest.
For vinyl or pleather, you're getting ripped the fuck off.
Yeah, I know it's insane, but that's the thing is everywhere I've been going.
Fortune up there. I know how to do that shit.
It's insane. Upholstery is just nasty right now. Like it's.
God damn it! I wish Camilla would stop fucking calling me.
Oh,
No.
did she get her pension check, Dave? Did Kamala get her pension check?
She's still working. How would she get a pension?
Come on, she's government. She'll figure something out.
I keep telling her I won't sleep with you. Not till after the election.
Oh, what? You've never had fantasies of having sex with a hyena?
Damn. Oh,
Right
shit.
now we have a neighborhood code. Right now we got to be quiet after 10 p.m.
Damn.
I can't have a screeching going on throughout the whole neighborhood. Last thing I need is the cops here. I mean, well, the cops won't come. The Secret Service will be standing outside the room and all that. Be like, oh, he's really taking it to her. The fucked up thing is, the last time I did her, she said, "Thank you so much, Joe."
I think Joe intentionally chose her to supersede him, because I think upstairs now that he's not heavily medicated, he's going, you know what? I really want to screw my party over. I'm going to screw them over.
Yeah.
You know what he's doing?
He's fucking her campaign. That's what he's doing.
You know what he's doing?
He's trying to destroy the party.
No, he's indirectly throwing her under the bus because he does. The truth is, he doesn't want her to win. The truth be said, he doesn't want her to win. And the truth be said, he himself is not really worried about Donald Trump for 4 more years, because we've already seen Trump for 4 years. So he's not worried about Trump for 4 more years.
Yeah.
I mean, everything they say about each other, I mean, we're all still here. Everything's still fine to a point. But he wants her to lose because he said he'd be a one-term president, so he can leave with respect. He can sit there and say, well, I did accomplish A, B, and C, whatever his A, B, and C are, and he can leave with respect. He does not want her to carry his legacy. So he does not want her to win. And that's what he's doing that shit for. I think he's trying to destroy her so she can't carry on the legacy of Joe Biden. He doesn't know what the hell she's going to do.
Well, everybody knows what she's going to do, but
No, not everybody knows what she's going to do, because there's a lot of barriers in what she can do and what she can't do.
Yeah.
What she says right now is nothing. What she goes in and attempts to do may also be nothing. There's executive orders she could pass, but for the most part, anything substantial has to go through Congress. They don't agree with it, then she can't do anything.
Yeah.
And it goes for Trump too. If Trump wins and Congress don't agree with it, he can pass a few executive orders. Like, he can shut the border down.
it's easy to do.
But there's I just wish Biden would have said 2023, I'm remaining, I'm going to stick with my terms. I was going to be one-term presidency. I'm not running again for a second term. There should have been a Democratic primary. Trump says, I would never freaking even ran if Biden didn't say he was going to run again, which I call bullshit on. Trump would have still ran. But it's just been better. Both those old guys would just dropped out and left it up to a new generation of potential candidates. And hopefully we could pick one that will lead the right direction.
I don't think there is a another candidate right now that's bring us to the right direction.
What the times we're facing, that's all very questionable.
Times we're facing, and it's uncertainty.
I'm just curious what America's going to think if Trump wins.
Yeah. We'll have to see what he does first. If people leave him alone to do what he needs to do to get the country back on track.
Will there be any kind of uprising if he does win?
Probably.
I'm just curious. I mean, it's going to be an interesting day. If you look at all statistics, he won it. But you don't have enough time to change it.
Well, November 5th is slowly creeping up. November 6th is going to be a very interesting day.
I still say it's questionable. Diabolical, I say it's questionable. Because I don't look at polls. I look at a lot of other information besides the polls. The voting odds right now all of a sudden flip to Trump. They've been Biden and Harris all along, which means Vegas has got all that freaking money already on the bets that they're going to win. And they just flipped it. They switched it. Now Trump's the favorite. Vegas doesn't like to lose money.
No.
The gamblers don't like to lose money. And typically speaking, they've not been wrong. If you look at all the very detailed, important information, the ones that are saying Trump's ahead, they're not wrong.
He's got all his states. The battleground states is what's got to happen.
Well, I'm not for either one of the candidates, to be honest with you. You want to know the honest truth. But
No.
I think he's too loudmouth. He's too nasty. He's not presidential in his behavior. That's my biggest it's a personality issue. He's not presidential in the way he behaves. I can't say he can't do the job right, can't get it done right, but you don't have to act like that and talk like he does to be popular and get the job done.
Right.
This thing called professionalism. You know, in my line of work, I got to be professional towards the customer. They can scream and yell at me because the car broke down again. Call me all kinds of fucking names. Call me a hack. Call me anything. Shit happens. I got to suck it up, eat it up. I'm sure Turner's been through it. And I just smiled at the customer and said, well, let me take a look at it and figure out what's wrong. If I'm at fault for this or we're at fault for this, we'll take care of it. But if we're not at fault for this, I mean, you got to understand. Don't blame the son of a bitch that walks in the room and flips the switch on. All of a sudden, your light bulb goes out. You just burned out my light bulb. No, all I did is flip the switch. That light bulb was going to burn out anyway. I mean, it takes a lot of years of experience or a lot of years of dealing with customer service to be able effectively communicate with a customer to the point you don't have like serious, I don't know, how do we say, argumentation with them, serious encounters with them. If you speak the right way, usually it'll be a civil conversation and okay, I'll let you look at the vehicle, figure it out, blah, blah. Same thing goes for anything. It doesn't matter if it's politics, no matter what it is. It's all about the way you speak.
Yeah.
And the way you treat somebody. I mean, somebody just spent $2,000 on their vehicle, or $3,000, $1,200, $800, $250. I don't give a shit what it is. And their car ain't fixed. And they're bitching about it. I feel them.
Yeah.
Agreed?
Yeah. Very agreed.
No, communication, having, the sad thing is, his VP pick communicates in a much better way than himself.
Yeah.
And I'm shocked that isn't bugging. Maybe it is bugging Trump. Maybe that's why he's kind of he was behaving a little bit for a while. And then all of a sudden he's jumped over the hill again, calling everybody names, doing all kinds of shit at his rallies, being an asshole. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't like the fact that JD Vance is a young guy that can be calm, intelligent, speak normally, treat people with respect, and maybe, I don't know, maybe that's fucking driving Trump crazy. It shouldn't be crazy. It should be exactly what he wants.
The crazy part about this is if Trump does win, JD Vance wins right along with him. Well, there's something JD can do to pull Trump out of that office quickly and swiftly. And JD Vance can take his seat.
What, the 25th?
Yeah.
I don't think Trump's lost his mind yet. That's going to be a hard thing to prove.
Right, but he could still do it if he really wanted to.
Yeah, well, we all know our politicians can manipulate anything they want to manipulate. So,
oh yeah.
Like I said, I really wish Trump didn't even run. I wish Biden would have said in 2023, I'm not going to run. I'll be a one-term president, and leave it open. Leave it open for everybody. Let's see what happens. Let's see who comes out of both primaries.
I think deep down, Biden knows he's fucked up. He messed everything up. So he decided to throw his hat in the ring, knowing Trump was going to throw his hat in the ring. And if all goes right and Trump gets back in the office, they leave his ass alone, let Trump do what he needs to do, whether it's right or wrong, get the country back on track, and everything starts flowing again, everything will be all right.
Well, Trump fucked up as much as fucking Biden fucked up.
Oh yeah. Trump ain't perfect.
I'd say Trump fucked up as bad as Biden fucked up.
I can't go that far.
Well, bottom line is Trump runs a Democratic ticket. Trump acts like a very moderate Democrat. And he always was a moderate Democrat. He backed the Clintons on it. bottom line, Republicans usually don't overspend. Democrats always spend. Bottom line is both parties, don't matter who gets in there, keep spending and spending and spending. This national deficit, they gotta control. Don't matter who gets in office. They gotta control the national deficit. They can't keep spending. Because that comes out of our taxpayer dollars, paying back that debt. So you can't keep spending. They have to balance something out.
Well, when you're giving billions to other countries to fund their wars, and then billions to anything else that's not related to the U.S., then becomes a problem.
Well, it is kind of related to the U.S. Funding Afghanistan, or funding Ukraine, helping Israel. We're part of NATO, even though Afghanistan is not. We're funding them to help them complete the job on their own, so the United States military doesn't have to go full force and get involved into it, thus creating another war, like a major war. So that's questionable. Like I said, I'm not a politician. It's a questionable issue there. Turner knows a little bit about war. What's your opinion on that?
About war? It's stupid.
About the United States funding these countries to help them.
We should not be involved in any other country's war. We should not be supporting war activities. We should not be sending any aid or support in any way, shape, or form. It's up to those countries to deal with their own issues. We have our own issues to deal with here. Let them deal with their own issues and for their own people.
Do not realize that we created an alliance with Europe. Do you not realize we created an alliance with Europe?
Yep.
So if we just let this go on, what's going to happen if it spreads from country to country to country to country?
If it starts to come into if it comes to any country, that's the thing. The Ukraine war is not about trying to take over Europe. It's about Russia trying to reclaim the territory that it had when it was the USSR. That's all they want to do. But that they don't even want all of Ukraine. They just want that little section. That's all that they wanted. This war could have been avoided had they sat down and came up with a proper lease agreement where the Russian government could lease the property like they used to before Ukraine nullified that contract. Russia had a contract. They were leasing that land, but because there's some other shadow group that made a big political stink and started an internal rebellion and played it out, which I think was literally funded by funded by another government to create a war because they needed a war because war makes the money. So
I think you play too many video games.
But like that's the thing is no, it's like literally we should not be giving them any weapons. We should not be giving them any money. What we should be doing is sending over troops, a set of troops over to say, okay, this war ends now. You're going to sit down at the table. You're going to come up to a contract. You're going to make an agreement. Once that agreement's signed, you stick to it. If you don't, we're going to blow the living hell out of you both. That's simple. Plain and simple. We go in, we say this war ends now. It ends now. We're going to make an agreement. We're going to come to terms and a contract. If you don't like it, then we're going to blow both of you up. If you can't exist together, then you can't exist at all. End of it.
You sound like a dictator, dude.
Yep.
You're going to fucking blow everybody up.
Yep.
Kill innocent children and women and such.
Yep.
I'm Italian. We have fucking rules. No children, no women.
Well, we'll keep we'll save the women and children, but But the political, what I don't mean kill the people of the country. I mean the governments. Literally just wipe them out, wipe the government out, and say, okay, people form a new government. like, hey, if you guys don't want, if you
totally
don't,
agree. Totally agree with you, Diabolical.
Like it just literally just comes down to that. The world needs the world needs to come together, make one giant force that says, okay, there's no more war. You start a war, we're going to intervene, we're going to stop the war. You guys are going to make an agreement. If you don't like the war, if you don't like the agreement, then we're going to blow up your parliamentary buildings. We're going to build our own parliamentary building, and we're going to make you part of our country. Plain and simple. If you want to go to war, you can go to war with us, and we'll wipe the ass out of you. You have a choice. You end the war, or you go to war. And if you want to go to war, you're going to go to war with us.
Turner, do you read my?
Like,
Turner, are you a guy that reads a lot?
Yep.
What fictional books do you like?
You know what fictional books I like? Hey, man.
It's like this. The U.S. is not a major power player anymore because of the people we got in there.
No, that's the thing. That's the thing. It's not a power player anymore. But that's the thing is we need that's the thing is, well, North America just need, well, the North American Union and the European Union needs to get their heads on straight. They need like they're just like, well, to be honest, we're screwed, glued, and tattooed. There is no future. There is no future.
Tattooed a bit, and I've never been tattooed in my butt, so I
we don't have enough intelligent people going into politics to be able to do what needs to be done in every single country within our little union that we have. Like, that's the thing. We don't have enough intelligent people that actually have brains on their heads left in this world anymore in politics. So to be honest, we're screwed. We just got to learn to accept it, roll over and accept it.
I totally agree with you, and that's why I'm going to get a Turner for fucking president in the United States sign out on my fucking arm.
Turner,
once we do that, once we get you in office, once we do that, and China takes us over under your fucking stupid circumstances. You know what? You'll love it because you'll have all these cheap Chinese tools.
No. I will bring back American manufacturing. I will bring back American manufacturing. I will guarantee that. Not only that, do you know how I'll build an army? Do you know how I'll build an army? Y'all want to keep your gun rights? Well, and you want to shoot your guns? Jump on a boat and let's go overseas and blow some stuff up, and you'll have your gun rights.
You want to know how to build an army? You fucking ass fucking Theo.
Yeah. Like okay, we got him. We've got him. We've got a couple million psychos here. Put them on a boat and send them over.
I'll tell you what, Theo ain't shooting no fucking blanks, man.
No, hey, all of you homicidal maniacs, people with mental health issues, if you own firearms, we need you in the army. We're going to send you overseas, and you're just going to be a bunch of bad shit crazy people.
I'm telling you, Theo's going to have more fucking people than the fucking Venezuela gang members soon.
Why is he making more babies still?
Don't you know anything?
There's another one getting ready to pop.
Yeah, you got another one.
I have not watched Theo in ages. I haven't I only watch like 3 streamers now, like 3 or 4 streamers now. I don't have time to watch everyone anymore. I'm sorry. I don't.
She's only got a few weeks left.
No.
I agree with you, Diabolical. Russia's holding a freaking carrot, but you know what? Let them hold that fuck. I got a carrot here. I should go grab it. Let them hold the carrot. The United States still has the most powerful military in the world.
Yeah.
And we still have the biggest coalition in the world. And that bugs the piss out of Russia.
Mm-hmm.
We got Canada. We have United States military. We have Australia. We have the French, the Italians. Hopefully, the Germans behind us. What Finland, Sweden. Putin can't handle all that.
Putin don't have to handle all that because he's got one major player to back him.
Who's that?
China.
And China doesn't want to do shit because if China kills us, then they lose all their fucking trade.
Right?
They won't be able to sell
more shit. We buy more shit from them than anybody else. They can't.
And unfortunately, Russians can't afford 8-ton tools. So
even though their economy is suffering right now, China's economy is suffering. We are their economy. Without us, China has a real fucked up economy.
Oh, they'll still have an economy. It just won't make as much money as they do because they'll have to sell to Russia and countries that can only afford to pay what their tools are worth.
Well, if something happened like that, Boo would have to move to fucking China so he could go to Walmart.
Yeah. See, China likes having the U.S. economy to feed because we'll pay ridiculous prices for their garbage. We'll pay we'll pay 20 times what it's worth just to have it. Literally, if I was president of the United States, what I would do is I'd mandate that at least 70% of anything that is imported into the USA must be manufactured or assembled in the USA. And I would literally, but I would also get rid of tax. I'd get rid of tax across the board for everyone.
If I was president of the United States,
and I stopped sending money out overseas.
I'd put a fucking 5% tariff on anything that claims to be Canadian built coming into the USA because I think they're full of shit. I don't think the stuff in Canada is better than the stuff built in the USA. So
yeah, they're
equal to us right now, Turner. You would not be my vice presidential pick.
There are some things in Canada that are made better. There's some things that aren't. But that's the thing. We both make both of us make quality American tools. And that's the trick. Keeping the tools in America.
Japan. Oh, you guys, I make sunny soon. Oh, New York. We make it better. We got better product than you. You know what I say? I open up my phone. Can you make better than this? I don't think so. Take
Japan.
Japan. And get the fuck out of here.
Japan, you want to sell your Kokins here? Make them here, okay? If you don't like it, we got another bomb.
I'll be honest with you, Kokin sucks.
No, Tone's not bad for the price. Not bad for the price.
I break Kokin sockets. And then they're hard to warranty. Kokin's not the worst. They're not the best. They're grade below USA made tools. That's just my opinion. I mean, the ratchet.
I think they're on par with Williams and stuff like that for the better
part. Old Snap-on technology. That's all that is.
I don't know. I can't say much about Kokin because I don't own any of their shit.
Neither can I. I've never used one, but I'd probably break it. I probably would.
I mean, when it comes right down to it, on tool brands.
That is a very true statement.
What's that?
You can't fuck with a guy that has nothing to lose. That's like.
Right.
Now, who you're referring to, I don't know, but
every tool has its limits.
Probably referring to most people in America.
I need to get a set of 1/4-inch swivels.
I keep waiting for Snap-on to come out with a freaking flashlight, and they're not going to come out with one because they want to put a lifetime warranty on it. They know I'll blow that thing out every fucking week. I haven't seen my girlfriend in a week and a half now. So I'd have blown that flashlight out. She's on vacation with a trip with her girls.
Jeez. If I keep looking at Amazon, man, I'm gonna end up having to buy more toolboxes.
Yeah, that's very true. Putin has nothing to lose.
Nope.
He might just do the shit out of spite on his last breath and boom, hit shit buttons. I don't know if in Russia that's how it works. I don't know if in Russia you can just push a button. That's how it works. I mean, United States, they got to go through this chain, that chain before the command is off to send nuclear weapons. I don't know if Putin's got a red button. Oof.
Yeah, he's got a phone. He's got a phone with 21 red buttons on it, and all he does is picks it up, hits the pound button, and presses each number one at a time. And then he repeats the process one at a time. Haven't you seen the videos of him sitting at his desk?
They sit there and they try to take off. They're like, "Oh shit! I was built in the '80s with Reagan. I'm coming up, and I'm coming right back down."
Yeah, but they were American-made bombs. Those ones. They're the ones that we sold them. We're gonna upgrade our nuclear warheads. You want to buy our old ones, Putin? Okay.
The whole idea of nuclear weaponry is fucking absolutely insane in my personal opinion.
No.
When you really fucking think about it.
Oh, land's no good. You can't live in it. You can't use it.
I can understand the technology behind it, producing it. I mean, you ever seen the movie Armageddon? I mean, I know it's a movie, it's fictional, but is it really that fictional? I mean, maybe we do have to have these nuclear warheads to maybe save something from us from outer space, like a fucking something rushing into our air zone that's crash and burn on our fucking earth, and we blow it into pieces in outer space. That is what a nuclear warhead or nuclear weapon would be for.
Yep, that's what it should be for.
To have them for shooting at each in other countries, that's stupid. It's insane, and it's end of mankind.
Yep. No, that's the thing. Nuclear power should have only be used for energy and protection from extraterrestrial things. That's it. Should have never been turned into a weapon. Should have never been weaponized. Never.
Well, hell, let's just bomb your house then. This is extraterrestrial, right?
I'm
still
on this planet. Just because I'm not from this planet.
You're reading the comment from Tarek. Putin's a badass.
He is a badass.
And maybe not anymore though. I'd probably whoop his ass.
But a couple of years ago, him and a bunch of bikers went and took down a prostitution ring that had a whole bunch of minors. He just called up some bikers, said, "Hey, let's go down and beat the freaking hell out of these guys and save these kids."
No, nuclear warfare from country to country versus that's just stupid.
Yep.
I mean, we should
war in general stupid. It's absolute war is absolute.
It's all stupid.
It's all stupid.
But I mean, didn't we learn enough on World War II?
Well, World War I, World War II, then Korea.
World War II in particular.
Yep.
Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
Yep.
I mean, didn't we learn enough on that? Those were atom bombs. I mean, now we talk nuclear warheads.
Yep. And the old atom bombs, those were dirty bombs. Those were dirty. Like the residual, like how long it takes for the radiation to dissipate. Like the ones nowadays, the radiation will dissipate in a couple of days or a couple of weeks or a couple of days. Still enough to make a lot of people sick and kill a lot of people, but it won't last for a lifetime. Like it will actually dissipate because most of them are actually hydrogen fusion bombs. They're not the old.
Doesn't matter. Look at the destruction the A-bomb did.
Yep.
And you know what kind of destruction we are capable of now?
Mm-hmm.
Like 6 times that.
Well, that's things. We have enough nuclear warheads. If they all went off at the same time, it could literally probably knock Earth off its orbit, off its axis, and screw everything up. End of the world, end of life. Planet goes crashing into the sun. End of it.
That'd be fucking cool. I'd love to see that. I'd actually
Dave's in his front yard on the lawn chair with a Budweiser.
I'd actually throw my cigarette over my shoulder, fucking roll a doobie, and grab my beer and a bottle of scotch and be like, okay,
here it comes.
Here it comes. We're running into the sun right now.
Well, that's things when when you have that much force going off, it like we already know that the strip mining that we've done has actually affected the gravitational pull of the world in certain areas, and also has affected our rotation, speed, and stuff like that. So when you move weight from one section of the world to the other section of the world, it actually affects the world and the world rotation of it. And like it's
so tell me, since you're so intelligent on all this subject,
I'm not intelligent.
Is there enough way we can move the weight of North America to make China tip upside down so all they fall out of their houses?
Although you'd have to pile a crap load of dirt into the Atlantic.
How many pounds are you talking?
No, technically, actually, if we want to get rid of China, all we have to do is cause an earthquake that forces California to go out into the ocean just like 35 feet. We just need to cause a crack 35 feet, and that will send a tsunami towards them so large that it will wash out all of China, Korea, everything. It will just wash it all out.
Yeah, but we don't want to hurt Japan.
Well, we'll just have to build a wall around them then. Trump will get Trump to build a wall around them.
To make them pay for it.
No. And it's not like you guys really need California anymore. What do they do for you? Like seriously, it's like small sacrifice. I tell you what, you guys do it, we'll give you Quebec.
You can have California. California's a waste of fucking space.
Oh, come on, Tarek, admit it. You love Putin. You're a Putin fanboy. You got a Putin t-shirt on right now. I know you do, Tarek.
California is the home of the American dream.
Who's American dream?
Yeah, if you're a Barbie girl.
I can't say.
Let's see. I know Tarek's wearing I support Putin t-shirt right now. I know and he's got a hat. He's got a hat that has a heart and Putin on next to it. You know, I know he does.
He's probably got Tarek's probably got a I support Kamala t-shirt on.
Yeah. Putin or Kamala? Putin or Kamala?
I'm just fucking with
I'm a meanie. I'm a meanie.
be interesting to see what he says.
Well, I'm sure Terry likes the free tampons. Just joking, Terry.
No, you're not, Dave. No, you're not.
You got tampon Tim. Think about what we got. We got a fucking guy called Donald Trump that calls everybody fucking names. And they're suitable names. You got Tampon Tim, Comrade Kamala running versus the guy calling them all those fucking names. What's our country come to? We got fucking. I actually give credit here because we got 3 assholes trying to get into office. I'll give JD Vance a pass. He's only 39 years old, and he spoke nicely. You got 3 assholes that I don't know.
Trump is just somebody that don't bullshit around with you.
Well, that's what
tells you like it is.
Well, that's what everybody's got a problem with.
No.
Just don't listen to him when he tells you to inject yourself with bleach. Okay, that's not a good idea. In theory, it's a good idea. In theory, it's a good idea, but in reality, don't take medical advice from Trump. Take business advice from him.
Wait, bleach does not hurt you. Ask Turk. He bleaches his asshole. Turk, tell us. Does bleach hurt your asshole? Turk does not want a stinky ass, so he bleaches his asshole.
No, if he stopped hanging out with dirty bears, he wouldn't have that problem.
Holy shit.
I wear a shirt that lets me say it says "Let him pay for my sex change." And I went down to Detroit for the ball game, and they started shooting at me. So I took that fucking shirt off quick.
I don't know. Like after surgery, face wise, you might be able to pass, but those hands that you have, Dave, they'll be a dead giveaway.
They're not good enough to put nice nails on and all that kind of shit. That's it. I'll tell you right now, I don't like either candidate. I don't like any of our politicians. They should have term limits on everything.
Yep. We
should not have a fucking senior citizen home. It should not be our fucking Capitol building.
It's basically all it is right now.
There are quite a few young folks in the fucking Capitol building or in our Senate and our Congress. But the majority of them are like, they're fucking senior citizens. How the fuck can they relate to what's going on today? And they're fucking rich. They can't relate. So no matter which way it goes, none of us
what we need to do is get homeless people in Parliament.
No, but none of us are getting represented by taxation.
We'll get a whole bunch of homeless people that smoke crack. They'll go into Parliament, and I bet you they can do 100% better.
Yeah, they'll fucking spend $1 million in crack and laugh at all you fucking people that voted for them.
Yeah. But there'll be no money going overseas.
National deficit just past $60 fucking trillion due to our new fucking crackhead fucking flip-flopping fucking president and his fucking homeless fucking cabinet.
The whole White House sitting there, but instead they're out in tents and
We're
shanty
saving
shacks.
Americans right now. We're taking all the fentanyl off the border, and we're using it ourselves.
Yeah, you go to the White House. The White House is untouched. Instead, they got tents out front. I'm not living in that house. No, I'm not living in that house. I'm homeless. I'm going to live in my tent out front.
Or all the damn copper wire be pulled out of the walls. Now that would be fucking funny. The White House would be completely bare. What happened to everything? Your crackhead president sold it for a crack rock.
I knew Tarek would come up with something funny.
Huh.
Well, at least he's admitting that he's a girl. So, like, if you stop the steroids, your clit wouldn't be that big, Tarek. So, steroids and horse hormones, that does that to your clit, you know.
I just wish my tits would get big. I've been drinking the shitload of Bud Light. My tits haven't grown a bit. I thought it'd be nice to have my own tits, but
Now, trust me, Dave, you don't want tits. They're uncomfortable. I know.
probably hard on your back.
They are. And they're in the way when I'm going under a car. I got to lift the cars up an extra 6 inches. Nothing sucks more when your nipple brushes the hot exhaust pipe.
Ouch.
All right, I'm ready to kick ass, take names. Let's go to war, folks.
We'll have to go pretty far. We'll be here eventually.
No, don't worry. Donald Trump, he's going to take all the water from the ocean. He's going to take all the water from the ocean. He's going to pump it into California. So that way the Chinese can just walk across. They can walk across now because I took all the water from the ocean and gave it to California, okay?
You didn't say it right. You didn't say it right at all. It's going to be the most beautiful thing. Nobody's ever seen it before. First time it's ever happened in history. And I did it. I did it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nobody's ever had a walk parkway from the ocean to China in history. And I did it.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Nobody's ever done that.
I hate when he does that shit. He just repeats everything over and over. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up.
That's why you gotta go fucking meet him and punch him in the fucking face and say, shut the fuck up.
Well, that's the thing is he doesn't know he's repeating himself because he can't hear himself anymore. His one good ear got his shot.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm starting to believe that he has a problem with hearing.
Well, after you had a bullet go graze your ear, man, you'd be hard of hearing too, Dave.
Turner, let's not go there.
All right.
I've had bullets graze my ear before. I've had bullets fucking fly by my head before. It's not.
It ain't fun.
No, it's not.
No, it's something I prefer not to talk about.
And that's all I got to say about that.
That's right, Jack.
What Forrest Gump says.
Now, I wish I was down in Florida when they had that hurricane because I've been out my shrimping boat. I would have a whole lot of shrimp because all those other pussies would never been on that boat. I've been like Lieutenant Dan on top of that boat. Come and get me, motherfuckers. Come get me, Storm. You can't get me. You can't kill me.
There was a guy I was watching a couple was it last night. He was talking about all the people down there going, well, they're all going to cry for the government for help. They're all going to cry for help on that because they decided to live in a bad area, a part of the world that's prone to natural disasters, and they didn't get insurance. What kind of salesman are you, by the way? Not everyone can afford insurance nowadays.
I don't live there, and I don't own a home down there, so I don't know what insurance rates are down there.
Yeah,
but even
most of those insurance companies are going to screw you over anyways. That's what most like.
Even if you have insurance down there, there is a lot of ends up and buts about flood.
Yeah,
flood. Not so much hurricane, not so much wind damage, but flood. There's a lot of ends up and buts in your insurance policy about flood.
Well, that's the thing is anyone that gives anyone a hard time for asking for help after a disaster has never had to make an insurance claim in their life. Because a lot of insurance companies, they'll come at you. Did you do anything to try to save the land? Did you do anything to try to prevent the damage to your home? Did you have you started doing the repairs yourself? If you say no to any of those, they're going to say, sorry, we're not going to cover you. Insurance companies are a scam nowadays. They're a huge scam. They don't care. They'll come up with any excuse not to help you out. And that's why we all have to help each other out.
I would be like, yeah, I boarded the house up. I put sandbags out, but you can't tell because the motherfucker got washed away. What do you want to see?
No, that's the thing is we can't like paying for insurance in the most part is a scam because most of the time they're not going to help you out or pay you out. But that's the thing is like my little end to this is if you can help and if you can donate, do it, because there's going to be a lot of people that are going to get screwed over, and the government's not going to lift a finger. So we all have to stand together and help out, because even I sent money.
I'd love to go down there and help rebuild or help search or help do whatever they needed me to
do. Do whatever you can to help each other out. That's what being an American is. Taking care of each other, helping each other out in the time of need and time of disaster. But here's another question: when those hurricanes hit those other countries and we sent them millions of dollars, why aren't they sending us millions of dollars back to help us now when we've gotten hit by a hurricane? Kind of one-sided there.
Yep.
Why should we send money to a country that's never going to help us out?
Technically, I am helping the U.S. out because I'm moving goods across the U.S.
No.
So.
But that's the thing is, if any of you people watching stream now have anything to spare, send it down there and help them out. If you got spare time and you have no life and you got a car, go for a drive and help them out.
Like we had another friend of ours give us a couple boxes of food from a load that the customer didn't want. I'm trying to figure out how I can get it to North Carolina. I mean, these are brand new boxes of hamburger helper and pasta salad and shit like that. If I can find somewhere to drop it, and it's going to North Carolina or South Carolina or Georgia or Florida, one of those states or Tennessee, then they go.
No, every truck stop that you stop up, ask all the drivers. You guys going this way? You guys going this way? Communicate with all the other drivers at the truck stop, and come up with a way to get stuff down to people.
It ain't that easy. If they're on a job route, they got to stay to the route.
Well, if they got room and they're heading that way and they can transfer to another truck that's going that way, okay.
Raging can look at truck routes right now on his phone. There's almost no truck routes going there. It's almost
go pull into a local church and ask the minister, do you guys got any drivers that can drive this stuff down there? They'll say yeah. One of the churches will have someone that will load it all up in the back of their trailer and drive it down there.
No, as
you can't cross some of those.
I'd have to call like the local fire department or something like that and ask them.
Yeah.
They're taking donations.
Yep. Where there's a will, there's a way.
I actually did that one time when I was pulling reefer trailers. Got a load of brisket or a load of Boston butts or what kind of meat.
Boston. Oh, now you're getting Tarek all excited. You said Boston butts.
Yeah. I had 4 cases that got denied for whatever reason. The client didn't want the cases. Perfectly good meat. I pulled into the Flying J around the corner from the customer and asked them, "Hey, y'all have a nonprofit around here? I've got some meat back here that I don't need, I don't want." It was denied by the customer. There's nothing wrong with it. The manager came out and looked at her and he's like, "Yeah, go ahead and unload it." He brought his dolly out, took the cases inside the freezer, and he called the nonprofit. They came up and got it. It's not uncommon. I mean, a lot of the loads that get denied, that's what happens to them. They either sell them to another client or they get donated or they get tossed in the trash.
That's sad that happens.
90% of American donations to any disaster relief. I shouldn't say 90%, but it's too large a percent go to waste. This doesn't get there. It doesn't happen. The money goes somewhere else. It's sad.
Yeah, goes to immigration.
I know Tarek would be right with me on this. We lived up in those mountains at a goddamn big fucking mudslide that came down. We go out there with our Crocs on with shovels and dig it the fuck out. Even if it took us a couple days and all day, a couple days. Dig that shit
those people in the mountains, they're making roads to come in.
They're not stupid.
Hell no. They're taking flatbed semi-trailers and putting them into the creeks to make roads to get across.
Those people can do things that they can live and survive.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Like most people in America can't. They figure it out. They have no money, they trade.
You know, like the Alaskan bush people. Barter on shit.
Dude, you're talking about Appalachian people. They'll trade. You go up in those mountains, and all those small communities, mountains, they're called hollows. Or hollows or hollers or whatever. And I don't have the right accent to say it, right? But I know what I'm saying. And if they heard me, they know what I'm saying, but
don't go around. Don't go up there and fucking around with them either.
No, you're gonna get fucked up.
I think
you'd be the next Jimmy Hoffa.
You'd be the next FEMA director that was up there. He got his ass whooped. Just going up there and mouthing off those Appalachians. That fool got his ass whooped. I think JD Chico even sent the care package to Georgia. I think Georgia sent a bunch of shit in that box. Well, it wasn't much, but he did send something.
I always want to talk about separation in America. I always want to talk separation, politics, the media. When shit like that happens in North Carolina, Tennessee, Northern Georgia, don't matter your political beliefs, your religious beliefs, whatever. Everybody helps their neighbor.
Yeah.
Yep.
The people come together, and I just wish the politicians, the media, and everybody would understand that we come together. You think if all hell broke loose here, because I'll be honest with you, born and raised as a Catholic, do you think I'm gonna let my neighbor that right across the street from me is black and I don't even know what their fucking religion is? Never asked, none of my fucking business. If something really shitty happened here, you don't think I'm gonna go over there and try to help them?
Hell yeah.
Bullshit. I'm gonna go help them. I'll do anything I can for them.
Give a damn what color you are.
I don't give a fuck what nationality you are, what ethnicity is. I can't say that word, so I don't use it much. Ethnicity you are. I don't give a shit. Color of skin, none of that matters to me. We're all humans, and I'm not gonna let you sit there supper, but I'm not gonna sit in my upstairs bedroom laughing. Oh, got cross streets fucked. No, I ain't gonna do that.
Gotta help them out as much as I can.
Someday I may be in a position where I need that help.
Mm-hmm.
What comes around goes around. When it comes to insurance, I don't know what insurance is down in those areas in Florida, the flood zones, all that shit.
Oh, shit it's getting expensive. We had to
Well,
switch insurance companies.
I know I pay pretty price on my insurances for all my rental homes, and I actually have I don't tell the renters, but I have the insurance covered for everything. I even have it covered for it's a small amount of money. I have it covered for $20,000 worth of damage with inside the home, like lost articles. But I have all the homes covered completely. But I also tell all my renters, you need renters insurance.
And be smart enough to do it.
I only basically cover you for 20 grand. 20 grand of your own personal possessions.
You got houses for rent?
Yeah, you ever want to move to Michigan, let me know.
I actually got a friend of mine that lives up there close to Detroit.
I don't have a house available right now, but I haven't had a house available for.
Oh, when you get good renters in there, it's best to keep them in, right?
Yeah.
It's been 6 years. I'm thinking it's been 6 years. 2024. Yeah, 6 years.
Finn made a new exhibit too. It did.
Well, I think I'm gonna go hit the sack, guys.
Yeah.
So, everybody, thanks for joining the conversation. I'm probably not gonna go to bed, but I'm ending it.
Now have a good night, everyone.
Yep. I'm gonna hop off here, so I will catch y'all on the flip side. Later.
Yeah, everybody have a good night.
You look tired, Dave. You can barely keep that one eye open.
Nah, a bug flew into it.